Well, hey there, everyone. It's Tuesday. Happy Design Tuesday to you. I'm Donna Hoffman, the Interior Design Advocate, and if it's Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we just take it all down here in the design studio. We put a cork in it, or put a pin in it, we do something. We put a stop to it, and we come out here and we talk to you, our wonderful design lovers. We love taking you under our wing, and every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern for this year, we have committed to being out here so we can connect with you, keep you motivated, keep you inspired, and keep you on track for whatever it is you're doing in your home. Here it is, May 1st. Oh my gosh, are you ready for Mother's Day entertaining? Holy smokes, how about some Father's Day entertaining? How about graduation parties or having things for family weddings or bridal showers? A lot of entertaining starting to happen in our homes this time of year, and I really want you to feel supported in getting those beautiful results. So today, I'm going to be talking about design confidence crushers. In fact, I'm going to save the biggie for last, and it's something I've never talked to you guys about ever in any of my workshops or anything that I've written for you in newsletters or blogs. So I'll be leading up to that, and what I'd love to invite you to do is that as we're here live for you, I'd love for you to write in the question box, or the comment section, I should say. Sorry, I'm still in workshop mode. I've been giving workshops this past week, which have been great. Anyway, write in the comment section and tell me what makes your knees knock in design. What really crushes your confidence? What gets you questioning yourself or chasing your tail? And not just what, but why. So don't just tell me it's picking out color. I want the because. I get nervous picking out color because, okay? So as I'm waiting for some of you to chime in with your confidence crushers, what really gets you rattled, I want to talk about some general things, and we're going to get more and more specific, that I notice that really, really talented design lovers, just like you, are struggling with, and it kills me to see you doing it because you're disempowering yourselves and you're throwing your power away and underestimating what you're capable of. So one of the design crushers that we see, and if you've spent time with me, you've heard me talk about this before, is information overload. It's just going from resource to resource, gathering ideas and images and little one-off suggestions, and then you kind of start chasing your tail. You don't know where to start. You've got this pile of ideas, but you don't have a path through it. So information overload is definitely something that will kill your confidence. And I can tell you that in design school, one of the wonderful teachers I had said very clearly to us, you know, when people come to you to hire you as a designer, they want confidence, because design really rattles people. It's about taking their home apart and putting it back together. So it's really important that you work into that point of confidence in yourself as a design professional. Well, I honestly believe that as a design lover, I sometimes use the word design lover, sometimes I use DIY design lover. What I mean are people who are, you're working on your own home and you're not out in the field working professionally, being paid for your design work. If you're a design lover working on your own home, I honestly believe there are so many ways that you can boost your confidence. So being careful of information overload is one of those things. Something else that you may have heard me talk about as well is not using design strategy. If I just sort of did take a guess math in trying to balance a checkbook, wouldn't go so well, would it? Mathematics has a line that it follows. Well, believe it or not, designing a room, renovating your kitchen, doing an addition on your home, redesigning a room, it all follows a path. So when you can cut through all the noise and when you can cut through all of the information overload, then you start to see that path becomes a little clearer, provided that you're also using design strategy. And design strategy is just the what, the when, and the how, and the why. What am I doing? When should I be doing it? How do I do it? And why? So if you're ignoring design strategy, and if you are looping over and over into that design overload world, you're definitely going to be disempowering yourself, definitely going to be giving away your power, and your confidence will be nowhere to be found. But the real key, something that I see so many of you doing, is comparison. Comparing yourself to not just people that you know. I'm not talking about comparing yourself to your best friend's home or comparing your home to your boss's home or comparing your home to your sister-in-law's home. No, I'm talking about comparing yourself to what you're seeing in your inspiration images. Now listen, inspiration images, following a great Instagram feed, following a great blog, reading magazines, surfing house. These are wonderful things to do to inspire you, to get your creative juices going. But if you go a little too far, if you pin just one pinboard too many, a little too far over the line, and you can start to compare yourself to what you're seeing and feel like you're coming up short. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle or your middle to someone else's end. Women in business do that all the time. We compare ourselves to somebody who we think is further down the road than we are. And I'm going to tell you that I see design lovers doing the exact same thing. I have some private Facebook groups for the design lovers and design students who study with me using some of our products. And it's really was surprising to me the very first time someone posted saying, okay, I'm going to post pictures of my home with this is where I'm starting, or of this room, this is where I'm starting, and I'm really nervous to post it. And I thought, oh shoot, we go out of our way to create a very positive, supportive atmosphere in our private Facebook groups. And I always get out there on the keyboard and say, don't be nervous. I'm here cheering for you. Everyone here in the back room in this Facebook group is here cheering for you. And I try to put as much TLC and hugs into that keyboard typing that I'm doing. But it occurred to me that people were really afraid of being judged. People were afraid of being wrong. People were afraid of looking bad. And people were kind of comparing themselves to the inspiration images that they were using to ignite their project in the first place, to create their liftoff. So it's a delicate balance. You want to make sure that you're using your inspiration images to inspire. But I have to tell you that every room that you see designed started out with a concept, and that concept developed over time. And things are not perfect. Things are shaped over time, and things are shaped over the days and weeks that you're working on your project. As long as you are pushing the rock forward, just ask yourself at the end of that trip to whatever store you've taken, whether it's for accessories or furniture, did I move the rock forward? Not, does my room look like that room that I have in my house idea book? You'll get there. Maybe it'll take you a little longer. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Don't compare your middle to someone else's end. If there's something in particular that makes you nervous in design, I invite you to post about it right now. Just write in the comments section, what makes you nervous? What kills your confidence? What gets you totally unglued in design, but why? Not just the what, but also why. If you start to dig underneath to some of the feelings underneath, then you can start to really get in your corner as a design lover and as a designer working on your own home, and get in your corner in terms of making decisions. Now, I do want to just pause to say this. What you are in life, you are in design. So if you are indecisive in life, you're going to be indecisive in design. There's nothing I can do to help you there. All the design strategy in the world, the best recipes in the world to follow in design won't help you. If you're an indecisive person in life, you may want to stay away from design because you're going to make yourself loopy. But if you can honestly say, I'm fairly decisive and decision making is usually very easy for me. It's design that has me doubting myself. Drill down and let's find that why, so that you can get rid of that at the causation level, so that you're really starting to move with a sense of purpose and confidence in your designing that you're doing in your home. And I want you to have a great time when you're designing. Design is such a gift, and living in a home that you love the aesthetic of, such a gift to live in that. But I want the process getting there to be really easy for you as well. I remember being at a design conference once and hearing a wonderful designer, Mark Brunetz, was talking, and he told a story, and he very, in passing, said, that was the moment when I got behind myself as a designer. Ooh, my ears perked up. I thought, what a great expression and what a great intention. And I'd love to see you guys doing that as well. I'd love to see you decide to get behind yourself as a design lover. Get behind yourself as a DIY design lover working on your own home. And, you know, I got an interesting, wonderful email from someone yesterday, a woman named Jamie, just purchased one of our products, and she said, Donna, I felt like you were talking right to me when you were doing a workshop, but you used the word DIYer and DIY designer. She said, and I don't consider myself a DIY designer. I consider myself to have really excellent instincts in design, and I just get lost, you know, at the accessory stage. But I know how to pick out furniture, and I feel comfortable with my style, and I feel comfortable picking out colors. I thought, oh my gosh, I use the word DIY design lover or DIY designer to create a point of distinction from professional designers, because I like to teach and empower DIY design lovers, people working on their own home, because I feel like there's already a lot of support out there for the professional community, and I feel like the design lover working on her own home has sort of been left out. Yeah, you have a lot of ideas being thrown at you. Yeah, you've got a lot of before and after pictures being thrown at you, but in terms of path and process and strategy from beginning to middle to end, that's where I feel like the design lover working on her own home has been kind of left out. So I use the word DIYer or DIY design lover not to indicate you don't have tremendous talent, tremendous intelligence, tremendous ability, but that I do know, based upon the questions I see you posting, the questions I see you asking, the rooms I see you posting with your questions, I see what it is, what information you are missing. I see the process and path that you are missing. So please know, when I use the word DIYer or DIY design lover, it's not as a point of disrespect. It's truly to create a point of distinction between a professional designer and then a design lover, okay? So the big design crushers, we're talking about them right now. I'd love to hear your confident self come out here and talk to me in the comment section and tell me what rattles your confidence in design and decorating your own home, but not just what, why. What it is and why it makes you unhappy, or why it makes you loopy, or why it makes your knees rattle, and maybe I can help you with that. But what we've covered so far is the idea that information overload absolutely will crush confidence and get you feeling really uncertain and like you're on steady footing. No process and strategy, the what, the why, the when, the how, that'll definitely get you. And also comparing yourself to the social media images that you see, or to your best friend's home. Like I said, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. You'll get there. Don't compare your middle to someone else's end. You'll get there. I don't care how big your home is. I don't care what your budget is. I'm telling you, you can create a gorgeous environment in a range of budgets, in a range of different homes. Okay, so I see some comments coming in here. So Christine says, I get discouraged trying to fill big, tall, wide walls and make the decor work together. Okay, Christine, that's a really great point, and that tells me the fact that you recognize that being an issue, you're thinking strategically as a design lover, and I love that. Christine, I want you to think about weight in your space. And if you were in any of the free workshops I did last week, or even the one that we put on last minute on Monday, which was just yesterday, I talk about weight in a room, visual weight. So Christine, what I want you to ask yourself as you look at that wall that's bugging you, how much weight would I want there? And get out some craft paper or newspaper and pretend that you're making a big, a big canvas, and try a 42 by 42 inch canvas, or try a 36 by 36, and just see, how does that feel on that wall? Or do I need a pair of something on that wall? You know, 24 by 40, but two 24 by 40s maybe placed, hung 9 inches apart from each other, or 6 inches apart from each other. You're getting confused on either style, right? What type of artwork should that be? Or you're getting confused on the proportion. So to help you with proportion, I want you to think about weight. If you can solve that, Christine, then you go to a website like, I don't know, mygreatbigcanvas.com. Am I making up that? I think it's my great big canvas. I used to call the Today Show like my, good